Have you ever told yourself, I'll do it tomorrow? Tomorrow comes, and somehow tomorrow becomes next week, then next month, and suddenly you start thinking, maybe I'm just lazy. But what if I told you that procrastination has very little to do with laziness? What if your brain is actually trying to protect you? Today, we're going to explore the hidden psychology behind procrastination, why your brain keeps delaying important tasks, and how you can finally start taking action without relying on motivation. Part 1. What is procrastination? Many people believe procrastination means being lazy, but psychologists define procrastination differently. It's the voluntary delay of something important, even though we know delaying it will make things worse. Notice something interesting. You don't procrastinate because you don't care. You procrastinate because you care. If the task wasn't important, you probably wouldn't delay it. The more important something feels, the more pressure your brain experiences. Part 2. Your brain wants safety. Your brain has one main job, not making you successful, not making you rich. Its first priority is keeping you safe. Imagine you're about to start a difficult project. Immediately, your brain begins asking questions. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if people judge me? What if I waste my time? Your brain interprets uncertainty as potential danger. So instead of encouraging action, it looks for relief. And relief often comes in the form of scrolling social media, watching YouTube, cleaning your room, or doing anything easier than the task you're avoiding. For a moment, you feel better, but only for a moment. Part 3. The dopamine trap. This is where dopamine enters the story. Many people think dopamine is the happiness chemical. It isn't. Dopamine is more about anticipation and motivation. When you open TikTok or Instagram, your brain receives small, unpredictable rewards. Each swipe could bring something funny, exciting, or surprising. Your brain loves uncertainty when the reward is immediate. Compare that with writing a report, studying for an exam, or starting a business. Those rewards may take weeks or months to arrive. So, your brain naturally chooses the easier reward. It's not because you're weak. It's because your brain is following the path of least resistance. Part 4. Why we wait for motivation. Here's one of the biggest myths about productivity. I'll start when I feel motivated. The problem is, motivation usually comes after action, not before it. Think about the last time you exercised. You probably didn't feel excited before starting, but after 10 minutes, you felt better. Action creates motivation. Waiting rarely does. Part 5. The fear behind procrastination. Sometimes procrastination isn't about the task at all. It's about the emotions attached to it. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of rejection, perfectionism. Many people delay because they're trying to avoid uncomfortable emotions. If they never start, they never have to discover whether they're capable. Ironically, that temporary relief creates long-term stress. Part 6. How to break the cycle. So how do we stop procrastinating? The answer isn't becoming more disciplined overnight. It's making your brain feel safe enough to begin. Here are 3 simple strategies. 1. Make the task ridiculously small. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to write an entire report. Instead, say, I'm going to write 1 sentence. Small actions reduce resistance. 2. Focus on starting. Instead of asking, can I finish this today? Ask, can I work on it for 5 minutes? Starting is often the hardest part. 3. Accept imperfect action. Perfectionism convinces us to wait for the perfect moment, but progress is built through imperfect attempts. Done is almost always better than perfect. Conclusion. The next time you procrastinate, don't immediately call yourself lazy. Ask yourself, what emotion am I trying to avoid? Because procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's often an emotional regulation problem. The more you understand your brain, the easier it becomes to work with it instead of against it. Remember, small steps may feel insignificant today, but they're often the beginning of extraordinary change. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, consider subscribing to Kivora. Here, we explore psychology, mental health, habits, and personal growth, one insight at a time. Until next time, understand yourself. Grow gently. Grow.